Hey, hi, this is Mukesh. In this video, I will tell you some basic tricks and tips regarding data web expression. So here in this project, I have created one project named with data web expression, and here and inside the flow, I have inserted some basic components here. So I'm showing you here. I have created one listener configuration, and this is data web path. Okay, and here in file read component I have created a file configuration, and here I have provided the path of that file which we want to read. Okay, and now here in transfer message component I want to read two files. Okay, so what is my target? I'm showing you that two files. So this one is my first file. Okay, and this one is my second file. So what I want, like this email this email column is common in both these files. Okay, this email column, and apart from this, here phone and id is provided here, and here type and name is provided here. Okay, so what I want to combine these two file. uh, I want to combine these two file into one file, and based on the email. Obviously, email will be the base or key parameter to join these two file. Okay, but her problem is that these two file has not same order. Like here, first first this email is given here, but here this email is in some other place, like here. Okay, so this is not in the same order. So what we will have to do, we will have to take one file, this file. Like suppose I'm taking this file, and I will have to compare this value inside this entire column. Okay, so and after that, when that column will be found, so according to that, these two value will be pasted in new uh, new file. Okay, so what would be the final type of document here I'm showing you? So this may be the final type of document. Here all fulcrum, phone, ID, type, name, all these things are given here, and email is also given here. So I want this type of file by joining these two files. Okay, so that's our target. So what I will do, I have read this first file, contact list one. Okay, I have read this file, and I will keep all these records of this file in a variable. Okay, so that's why I'm creating a variable here by clicking on plus button. Here select a variable, and here provide any name of the variable. So I'm writing like file1. Okay, click OK. So now it has created one variable with the file name. Okay, and now what value I want to paste it here? I want to paste payload value, because the content of contact list one.csv file will come inside the payload. That's why I want this value payload inside this variable file one. Okay, now there is another variable, there is another payload. I will delete this one because as of now I don't require this payload. So now, as you can see here, only one variable file one is here. Okay, now let's change it. I'm changing it as JSON here payload. Okay, so payload value will come in variable file one. Okay, now I will take another value, another component, file read component, and I will use previous configuration. Like previously I was using some configuration which I have created for this file read component. So that same configuration I will use it here. Okay, and I will select the file. So this is contact list 2.csv file. So now I will read this file, and I want to save the content of this file in payload. Okay, so let's take a transfer message component and change it as JSON. Here payload. Okay, so what to happen, this contact list 2.csv file will come inside this uh, payload, and this uh, contact list 1.csv file come inside the file 1 variable. Okay, now what I want, I'm taking one another variable to combine both these file. Okay, and I want to create a CSV file, right? So I will write here CSV. So the output value will be in CSV format. So that's why I'm taking here CSV, and obviously we will provide header like here we are seeing this first row is header. Okay, so that's why I will write here header equal to true. Okay, so I will have to mention here like we are providing here in CSV file. Okay, now delete this one, and what I will do, I will write payload map here, write like a value comma index. Okay, now write like this. Okay, so I want to map payload value, then then I will write the column name which I want to get inside the outcome. Means we want to get the output file. We want some column, so we will have to write those column name. So first write those column name. So first I'm writing email. Okay, then we will require phone, phone, then type, then ID, and then let's check this file. ID type, phone ID type, and name. Okay, and then name. So we want each column name inside the output file. So I am taking those file. So in contact list 2.csv file, because we are mapping payload. Okay, so in payload we know that contact list 2.csv file content is here in payload. So we will have to look inside the contact list 2. So here email type and name is given here. Okay, so we can directly take these value inside this corresponding column. Okay, so I will have to write accordingly, because email type and name, these are already found in contact list 2. Okay, so that's why I will write value dot and this column name. Okay, control A, C, control V. Okay, now here type is given here. So inside the type we will write the same thing, value dot type, and the same thing will be with name. Here name it value dot. Okay, so now we will have to select phone and id from here, from contact list 1. Okay, we will have to select phone and id from here. So phone and id we will have to select from here. So for that we can take variable file1 variable, because we know contact list 1 content is inside the file1 variable. So we will have to take those value inside the we will have to take those value from variable. So that's why I will write first I will let bracket, and inside this I'm writing vares dot file1 file1. Okay, and after that I will filter out that records. Okay, vares dot file1 filter, and what it will filter. So actually parameter means based on email, based on email column we are filtering out the data. Okay, because email column is common inside these two files. So I will write value dot email. Okay, so what would be the condition here? Value dot email would be equal to uh, dollar dot email. Okay, vares dot file1 means contact list 1, and what it will filter. So here filter keyword is here, and inside this some condition is provided here. So value dot email, so value dot email is same as like this email. Okay, so here some email value dot email is given here. So the same value dot email will come here, and from which it will be compared dollar dot email. Dollar is signifying this content vares dot file1. Okay, so dollar is signifying vares dot file1. So so inside the contact list 1 it will check email column. Okay, so finally dollar dot email will check inside this column, email column. Okay, suppose if there is value in value dot email, like suppose let's take first example. So let's like this is the first value. Okay, so value dot email will return this value. So this value will be checked inside this column. Okay, and suppose it has found here. Okay, based on the condition, so it will select this particular row, and this record will be returned using this whole expression, so that's the working of this filter keyword. Based on this condition it will return particular record from contact list 1.csv file. And now it has returned an object, so we will have to select those object. So here it has returned only one object, but we will have to mention that means which from which object we want to get records. So here that's why here I have written 0 inside the bracket, so that it will select that particular object which has returned by this filter query, filter expression. Okay, so from this part of expression, okay, from this whole part of expression there will be a record returned. Okay, so suppose this email has been find out inside this email column. This particular email has been found out here. Okay, now after this filter expression it will return this whole object from this record. Okay, so there will be one attribute email, and this will be the value. There will be one attribute phone, and this will be the value, and there will be id, and this will be the value. So like this there will be an object will be returned like this. And after that when we have written here 0 inside the big bracket, then it will signifying this object. Okay, and now I want this phone attribute as of now, because I am assigning this value inside the phone. So that's why I want this value of this record, this particular record. I want this value. So that's why I will have to mention this column name here. So now I will mention this column name like this, and I will do same thing for ID. I will do same thing for ID, but at this time I don't want phone attribute. I want ID. I want this column value. Okay. So that's why I will select this part and I will paste it here. Okay. Now it's done. Okay. So I found errors why it is throwing this type of error here, because type is a keyword and it cannot accept any attribute as a keyword. Okay. So that's why this type should be come under semicolon. We can keep all other attributes in semicolon too, but type it's an option. But here in case of type, this is a keyword, so that's why we cannot take type keyword directly here. We will have to, if we want to type keyword, then we will have to mention it inside the semicolon. Okay, so that's why I'm keeping it inside the semicolon, and same thing for this type. Okay, yeah. So now I think it's done. Okay, and also here it is still throwing some error. I think this error, it is showing like expecting type array and but it has got binary. But I think this is the error due to metadata. Payload is already an array, okay, but means due to some metadata problem, it has found that payload is bounded binary, but it is not a binary. When value will come inside this transfer message component, then it will found that this payload is not binary, this is an array. Okay, so that's why I think this is throwing this type of error, otherwise it's fine. Okay, now I will try to write, I will write a file component. Write, now take this, create configuration. I will not create configuration, rather I will utilize the previous configuration which we have created for this file head component. Okay, now I will take a path. Now, yeah, so in this path with this file name, it will create a file, and what will be the content? Obviously it will be the payload which will be returned by this transfer component. Okay, now let's run this file. Okay, yeah, we can see that it has successfully deployed, and let's try this. Okay, yeah, now it has successfully done and it has returned this value. Okay, now as we can see that in final records, email, phone, type, id, name, all columns are here. Okay, let's open that file which it has created. So this is the file context.csv file. I have given the path name here, so we can see that it has created successfully that file. Okay, so this was our target. It had joined this phone and id and here type and name based on this email column. Okay, so based on email column, it has given four columns here. Okay, so that's all regarding data web expression. And we have found that if you do not want to write like this map, we have used map here. So if you do not want to write this whole thing, so instead of this whole thing, if we delete this whole thing here, selected part, so what we will have to mention here, instead of value we will have to mention dollar, and instead of index we will have to mention double dollar. Okay, so that's it for thank you. Bye.